I have a squeaky floor. So we're gonna fix that right now. So here I am in my kitchen, and I threw down these cheap stick tiles to cover the floor that was here before. But this section right here is just really annoying, and I just want to fix that. And this video might be a little specific to if you have stick tiles, or it might even work for laminate. But as with all my videos, this is just kind of showing you a way of thinking where you can fix your own house. It might not be exact to what you have, your situation, but it might give you an idea of how to fix something like this. So let's get started. And I'm in the basement right now, and what you have for a floor is you have these floor joists, and then you have decking that goes on top of that. That's the original decking. But I don't believe that this floor is squeaking. I believe it's the floor on top of that. So we're gonna try and fix at least that spot. And like I said, hopefully this will give you a good idea of how to fix your own squeaky floor. So there's a lot of spots in my floor that are squeaky, but this one is for sure a big trouble spot. So for my floor specifically, I'm gonna pull a tile up and try and hold that floor back down. So first thing I'm gonna do is clean this, because I don't want any stuff getting stuck under this tile when I take it up and put it back down. So I'm just gonna clean the dirt around it. You can vacuum, do whatever you need to do. And I do want to say that this is not like a nice finished floor where I really care about it. So this is kind of a temporary fix, or kind of a, you know, a good enough fix. So we'll see what we can do with this. I'm going to take a razor blade and just put it right in the edge of this tile and try and just peel it up a little bit. Just get a corner up, and then I can grab it with my fingers. And if this doesn't come up easy for you, you can definitely use a hair dryer. A hair dryer would probably help to loosen the adhesive that holds this down. And you're gonna see the beautiful floor underneath here that I'm covering up with these cheap tiles. Look at that. 70s cold. All right, so there's my tile. And remember which way you put it down, so you can, or took it up, so you can put it down the same way. And basically all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some screws and I'm gonna run them down. So I'm gonna take some 1 5/8 screws. That should be enough to get through. I know this is 5/8 underneath here, and then you got this, which is about 1/8, this vinyl. So I'm gonna take these screws and just run them down. And if you notice downstairs, there were gaps in between the floor. So this is kind of a guessing game. So I think I might have hit a gap right there. So I'm gonna try and move over this way and try not to get a gap. There we go. And I'm gonna make sure to set the head on these things so that when I put my tile down, it'll sit nice and flat. Make sure there's no little burrs hanging out here to raise the tile. And just as a little tip, if you are doing this on like a linoleum floor that you don't really care about, and the squeaky floor bothers you more than the look of the flooring, what you can do is take a knife and just kind of cut a little section out carefully, and then you can just peel that back like this. Say this is your finished floor. Just really carefully peel that back, and take a screw and run the screw in. And then you can take some super glue or construction adhesive and just kind of put that flooring back, carefully tap it back into place, and it covers up pretty good. Like I said, you don't want to do this on a super expensive floor or anything, but if you're okay with doing that, then that might help out. Also, if you feel like you want to run longer screws, you might get a chance of running into a floor joist, and that would help suck this thing right down. So that's what I'm going to do. These are 2.5 inch screws. We'll see if we can get a little more wood to grab onto. I'll do one right here. There we go. Like I said, make sure all the little shavings are out of there, or at least in the screw hole. Do a couple more. All right. Got a couple screws in there. Now we can put our tile back right where it was. Make sure these are all sunk in, countersunk in all the way. Make sure there's no debris. And put our tile back. Nice and easy. Tiles back in place. Let's see how we did. Okay, so now I'm in the basement and I can see where all the screws came through, and I was right that that was a gap in the flooring, and I can tell that this is in the middle of two joists, and basically that long screw, what I'm going to do, since I know it's the actual original decking, I'm going to take that screw as my reference point. I'm going to say, okay, those are my 3 screws that I put in right there. Then I'm going to take the long screw and I'm going to move it over. I'm going to measure and get that board right here, because I think that's the issue. If you see, there's a gap in there. And then I'm going to move that screw back and get into this floor joist. And I'm hoping that that will tighten up and stop the squeak. And I felt that definitely went into the floor joist. Let's see. Hey, look at that. All right. I got a little squeak, but that's back further this way. You remember what it was like before. There's no squeak there. So that is awesome. So it took a little work finding the floor joists. I honestly thought I could just get into the original decking, but that was what I needed to do to tighten that up. So if you have an open basement and you can do that, that's great. I know a lot of you aren't going to have that particular situation, but hopefully, like I said, this gives you an idea of how you can fix stuff like this. And I can go around and now I can measure off of that screw and go this way 16 inches because this is framed 16 inches on center. So you can do it that way, or you can just keep doing trial and error like I was doing. Put a screw in, go see where it came out, even do a pilot bit with a just a drill bit and see where it is in the basement. And I hope that helps out. Now that I know that the squeaking was coming from the original decking down here, I have another tactic you could try, and it would actually work better for if you have a nice finished floor here that you didn't want to disturb at all. So let's try that. I'm gonna go over, so this is where the squeak was, and then if you go right over here, there's another squeak, one bay over. So let's try and get rid of this. All right, so this is the next bay over. My squeak that I fixed is over here, and what I have is a cleat. I'm gonna install a cleat, just a block of wood. that I'm going to put like this against this floor joist, attach screws into the floor joist, and then attach screws up into the flooring. I'm hoping I can get screws far enough back in here. It's kind of a tight squeeze with this framing and everything, but we're going to try and make this work. Just make sure when you do this that you're not getting screws that are so long that you're stabbing someone's toes. Like I said, there's this is 3/4 and there's 5/8 up here. I'm using 2.5 inch screws, and I think this is 1.5 inch block, and we're gonna screw it in, see what happens. There we go. All right, like I said, it was a tight squeeze in here, but I was able to get a couple screws up and a couple screws in this way. So let's see if this actually stopped the squeak. It's still a little squeak, but it's way better, and I could probably put a couple more screws in there and be all set. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so, and check out my links in the description to my Facebook, Instagram, and Patreon page. If you want to see more videos like this, you can click here and here-ish. Thanks for watching as always, and we'll see you next time. Up into the flooring, and I'm hoping I can get... That's gone forever. Ugh. I'm hoping I can get screws.